Test one, test one.
Tonight's matchup between the Red College Raiders and your Brooklyn Scarlet Raiders. Fans, at this time, please rise for the playing of our national anthem.
Going right into the end of the anthem. Check 1, 1, 2.
Yep, already live. We're good. Already live.
Jalen. Sorry. Good evening, everybody. Joey Scams in the house.
How are you, Miss? Oh, wait. Is my mic muted? Hold on one second. My mic might be muted.
We're off to a good start. There we go. Joey Scams in the house, everybody. John Heffernan want to welcome you to our live coverage of Rutgers Newark women's basketball. We're coming to you live from the Golden Dome Athletic Center, Newark, New Jersey. Rutgers Newark coming off a big win, convincing win, I should say, Joey Scams, against Keystone College tonight. York College out of Pennsylvania in the house. They were a little getting late in here, a little traffic, a little holiday rush hour jams. Yes. Yeah, more on that later, Joe. We got lots to unpack here. For Rutgers Newark, as I mentioned, coming off a big win as Kurt Quacco reads off the starting lineups for both of these teams. Let's talk first a little bit about Rutgers Newark. An impressive performance, as I mentioned, against that Keystone College team. And any single time Arlene Medina gets into the zone, 7 of 10 from the floor, she was only second in scoring to Q, big Q, Quinasia Felder, dropping 23 points. Two of my players to watch, Joey Scams, for the Scarlet Raiders.
Turnovers into 30 points. So if you can do that against any team, you're going to have a lot of success.
Well,
nobody else better than Quinasia Felder or Lenny Medina, who were just here missing a double-double. Again, Quinasia Felder is one of my players to watch. That's her second performance this season. So she's going to be the backbone of this offense.
Beautiful highlights, Joey. As Stacey Townsend told me before the game, Quinasia Felder, a senior, has really raised the bar. She's evolved into her role, not only offensively, but as a team leader on and off the court. We also mentioned Arlene Medina as one of our players to watch as well, but a player that has worked herself into the starting lineup that Stacey Townsend mentioned as well is... I'm looking at it right here. Kyla Askew Branch, a big story, this sophomore getting the start here tonight. Let's go down to the floor for the opening tip. And more on Keystone in just a moment, on York, I should say, in just a moment, Joe, as we are underway. It is York getting on the board first. That was a pretty little floater from number 20, Zamora Wellington, the freshman out of Brooklyn, New York. And it's 2-0 Keystone. Running the point for Rutgers Newark on top. We've got number 1, Nicole Tamario. Medina gets pushed back. She'll slow things down. York showing man defense here in the early going of this first quarter. There she is. We talked about her moments ago, but Askew Branch gets that one knocked aside, and it will be York. And, you know, Joe, last year it was a 40-point win for this Rutgers Newark team against a York College team that comes in here tonight still looking for their first win of the season.
Again, like what they did, they did not their first 3 matchups of the year, but you can expect them to come in here hungry for the win. So they're not going to take it easy against Rutgers.
Also got to point out their first-year head coach, Emmett Howell. He's dealing with some injuries right now, including to his starter, Tyler Hooks, who's out with a high ankle sprain. That certainly does not help their chances here tonight. The other starters for York, Beautiful Earth, one of my names of the year, by the way. That's number 10 for York College. I like it a lot. Medina's off to Mark Joe, and an offensive rebound pulled down there by Chemaya Foy. The other starters, number 11, Amanaya, otherwise known as Amy Aiken. She is a senior forward, 5'7" out of St. Albans. And going down the lane with a nice bounce pass underneath. That's going to be just off the mark. The putback, no good. And finally, if I can get this microphone working, it is the speedy Sine Brody coast to coast. And cannot finish, but Joe, that's a good sign for Rutgers Newark as Sine Brody had an open lane right to the basket. And you mentioned that shot off the mark from Felder. You mentioned that offense, Joe. Stacey Townsend truly believes defense translates into offensive points. I mean, not exactly a novel concept, but we've seen it here early, especially on that last turnover.
Exactly. We saw it yesterday, too, like I said before. Rutgers Newark turned 12 points. That is what this team is made of. And again, they're going to be relying on seniors like Felicia Felder and junior like to bring that veteran experience and kind of pave the way for this young Rutgers team.
We got a substitution for York out of the Boogie Down Bronx, everybody. It's number 22, Yanirzi Murillo, the 5'3" freshman guard, making a foray onto the hardwood here. Let's see what Yanirzi, am I saying that? Yeah, Yanirzi. Got another very cool name. Yanirzi, we got Beautiful Earth, and the other starters, Amani Gibson and Chimaya Foy, as we mentioned earlier. Really? Tell us more about that. I love the multi-sport athlete thing.
Not only the 4x1,
The call to Mario line, shooting 2. Substitution for Cardinals, number 14.
Oh, my God. What a rock star. Emily Lieras checks into the ball game for Rutgers Newark. I just got to say, I mean, what a great job by Joey Scams, everybody. I mean, putting the color in color commentary. My gosh. It's Tamario now on the line for Rutgers. Her second shot is good. And how about this, Joe? We got a tie ball game. Let's check it out one more time. My mic's
Test
a little
Test one. Hopefully that works.
I think I'm gonna turn mine off. Anyway, we'll have this. We'll troubleshoot at the end of the first quarter, Joe. How about that? We got a game here to talk about. So, Joe, who was this 4.0 student again? Amy Aiken.
Yes, so Amy Aiken, the 5'7" senior out of St.
We gotta talk to this kid.
Yeah,
unbelievable athlete, student, the whole nine. That one's dropped in by Arlene Medina. Beautiful shot from the side from number 3. Also a Boogie Down Bronx native, I might add, Joe.
Yeah, Arlene Medina. She's made her presence known for
She's
this
my favorite.
squad.
Jalen Alston and Arlene. I can't hide it. I like those two. Leaders on and off the floor. Speaking of leaders, Joe, there are a couple of captains I wanted to announce this year. Bounce pass, gorgeous. Quinasia Felder from Medina, fundamental Rutgers basketball, and Stacey Townsend has to be happy. Time out, York College.
What a significant play of events for Rutgers. They started off hot. Their defense looks strong, and as we said before, their offense is really kicking up here in this first quarter.
We're going to keep it right here during this timeout. We will still want to go over a couple of things. The starters, which we're a little late to the party on, Joe. Tamario, Medina, Felder, Brody, and Kai, as they like to call her. Kai Askew Branch getting the start for Rutgers Newark. Stacey Townsend told me prior to the start of the game tonight, Joe, can never underlook an opponent. I'm not going to lie. I was going to say this one should be an easy walk in the park for Rutgers Newark tonight. But as Stacey told me before the game, you can never underestimate any team. It's a new coach for York. It's a brand new ball game for York and a brand new season, and they're showing it here tonight.
Absolutely. And again, you can't come in here in a Division III matchup like this expecting to win, expecting to lose. You have to play every single game just as hard as you would play the championship team.
And that's air ball from number 11 from York. That was Amy Aiken. And, here comes Brody again on the transition. The pass to Felder. She's going to get fouled on the play, Joe. The other thing to keep in mind is your girl there, Amy Aiken, coming off her first game back from a bad ankle situation. So not 100%. Another thing that we've got to keep an eye on with number 11 is we see Amy Aiken talking things over with Emmett Howell. Emmett Howell, Joe, assisted this season by Nicole Odekirk and Alicia Gums. And that rounds out the coaching staff for your college as Felder's now on the line for Rutgers Newark. And the second shot is no good, and it's pulled down by the York College number 20. There we go. Number 20, that's Samora Wellington. Oh, count no. Offensive foul, Joe.
Oh, wow.
Interesting call. Oh, no, count the basket. I'm wrong. I was going to say, come on. So it's a N1 for number 11. We talked about Amy Aiken. No ill effects from the ankle injury there, Joe.
No, and she's on the stripe right now, 35% free throw shooter this season.
And Aiken misses the free throw. But York right back in it. They only trail now by 3. Oh, what a move, baseline. And that is no good. Offensive rebound, Lieris, but she loses the handle. It's picked up while on the floor. Good ball movement here, Joe. Tamario. And Tamario's going to get fouled on the play as she gave to Rayana Abdul-Salam. Interesting enough, Rayana not getting the start tonight. In my opinion, one of the more explosive players for this Rutgers team.
Undoubtedly, and she was actually on my list pregame for players to watch alongside Quanasia Felder. She might not be the most explosive offensively on that side of the floor, but defensively, you can expect her to shake up this opposing offense because she is second on the team leaders in steals with 6, only under Nicole Tamario for number
Really?
7. Yes, for 7. But she turns a lot of takeaways into points, or at least opportunities for Newark. So definitely keep an eye on that.
Well, she's currently 4th in scoring, averaging 7 points a game. When I talk about explosiveness, Joe, I also just mean her intensity, what she brings, and that can be infectious when you've got a player like Abdul-Salam who's diving out of bounds for loose balls, up and down the floor. She takes pride in her defensive game as well. As you know, Stacey Townsend, 99% of the time is going to run man defense. Tamario for 3 off the turnover, and Nicole Tamario, Joe. And Rutgers is up 11-4.
Rutgers came to play tonight. They did not like this team being late, as there's a foul on the floor.
You know, I didn't even think about that, Joe. You bring up a good point. Like, you know, that could be some bulletin board material. Hey, you making us wait? I mean, you know, people running into traffic, but perhaps that gave the Rutgers Newark Scarlet Raiders a little extra motivation tonight.
Oh, of course. Between that and having dropped their first 3 matchups this season, I mean, what's not to be fired up about? They did have a great game against Keystone, but you got to continue it. Got to continue the momentum and build some steam.
Moving left to right was Murillo. And the shot from the side, about a 22-footer from number 34, Michelle Mancuso, who checked into the ball game a couple of minutes ago, 5'5" sophomore forward out of Long Island, New York. And York now trails by 5. Medina with the hot hand. A mid-range jumper, Joe, uncontested. Medina had a clean look at the basket and drilled it.
They are really exposing this York College defense as another takeaway by Orleni loses possession. But again, they're taking a lot of possession here and exposing their man defense, and they're feeding a lot of it to Orleni as well as Abdul-Salam.
2 offensive rebounds in a row for York after the miss from Yanirzi Murillo. And checking into the ball game now, it's Jalen Olston, one of the co-captains of this Rutgers team. And just a terrific human being, Joe, number 14. And Stacey Townsend's going to call a timeout. Joe, let's talk a little bit about the, you want to go to break?
Yeah, let's go to
break. All
break.
right, we're going to go, we'll take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Scarlet Raiders basketball right after this. Back live at the Golden Dome Athletic Center. 4:02 remaining in this first quarter. And after the Townsend timeout, a long-range shot by number 20, Zamora Wellington. Cuts the lead now 13-8. Rutgers with the ball and the lead. Tamario steps up. That's off the mark. Ball's on the floor. Eventually collected by Chamaya Foy. From the side, no good. Rayana Abdus-Salam, it's a 2-on-2, Joe. Bounce pass to Medina. Medina with the pull-up J. Arlene Medina is on fire here in this first quarter.
They have a great connection so far, Abdul-Salam and Arlene Medina. They are utilizing every ounce and every inch of this court to make plays.
That shot no good, and here she comes, the speedy Rayana Abdus-Salam. She pulls up and slows it down over to Tamario. Now Medina, left hand, right hand, no good. Medina with the miss. The rebound collected by Murillo. And it's Aiken now, slowly past midcourt. And that pass is intercepted. The steal from Sine Brody. He'll take it herself. Bounce pass to Medina, the no-look to Salam. And it's blocked by Aiken. What a succession here. The one-hander off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no good. A wild sequence there, but it's Rutgers with the basketball. Tamario Salam for three. No good. Brody offensive rebound. She looks to pass. Nobody home, and she gets her own deflected pass back, which is going to give the ball now to Jalen Alston, and she's going to be fouled on the play.
Boy, does my neck hurt. I mean, left, right. I'm just out of breath watching that.
I'm telling you, a little unsettled for Stacey Townsend as a Q will return. And we also now have a look at Amani McKenzie, a freshman, one of several on this new team, Joe. 5'7" out of Teaneck, New Jersey. I mentioned freshman. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 to this roster in 2025, 2026. This is certainly not a freshman. The grad student, Jalen Alston, on the line.
The Edison High School native this season only played 6 minutes coming into tonight with 4 rebounds and just 2 points. But
can I tell you though, she is such the quintessential example of forget about her stats, Joe. And I'm glad you brought them up. But she's great in the room. She's great with the younger kids. She just hit 1 or 2 there. And really brings some very much-needed leadership to this team. Don't forget, we've lost one of the best players on this Rutgers team that is not back this year. That's Tracy Alderis, Joe. So it's a big hole to fill. And Tracy's still a student here at Rutgers Newark, but it decided to focus on volleyball. And a player you cannot replace.
No, definitely not in her paint presence, too. Brought a lot of offense.
Rebounding.
I mean, it was unreal just how much just defense she brought into this team.
I want to give a big shout-out to Tracy as well. I'm sorry for interrupting, but a great kid. Unbelievable human being.
Absolutely.
Tracy Alderis.
Another takeaway by Arlene Medina. Fast break now.
Up and in, just put it into the ball game and paying immediate dividends. Amani McKenzie.
How about that from the 5'7" freshman, huh?
Unbelievable.
That's one way to make a case into the starting lineup.
Dialed in or what?
There's a foul on the floor. It's going to be on York College. Number 21 is the perpetrator. That is Shamaya Foy, the 5'9" junior out of Brooklyn, New York. Hailing from It Takes a Village Academy, and it's going to take a village to take her down as well, as Rutgers possesses with just about 1 minute to go. Takeaway by York, number 10. Fast drive, loses possession, and it's toppled onto. Quick outlet pass, and it's in for 2. Great offensive possession as we transcend just 1 minute left to go in the first quarter.
Joe, with under a minute to go, I think it's no better time than now. Can I give can I get your permission to give a special shout out?
Sure,
right now?
absolutely, John.
How about
Anytime.
Joey Scam's grandfather watching the game tonight? Is it Henry?
No, Alex.
Oh, Alex.
And probably Shirley, who's my grandmother.
Hey, Alex, I'm sorry about messing the name up, but I want to tell you, Henry, you have an exceptionally talented, well-rounded, terrific human being sitting to my right, and that would be one Joe Scamardella. Alex, I hope you're not mad I'm calling him Joey Scams. I have a feeling old school Italian Alex might want to just keep the name Scamardella.
I appreciate it, John. You're going to make me blush here. I'm going to cry all over my notes now. Now I'm going to
hey,
sound
but
like
Grandpa, I'm serious. I couldn't be happier that you're listening. And I'm a big fan of your grandson, Joe. He's helped me out a lot. And it's good to have a little youth, an injection of life into this broadcast. And he is welcome here any day of the week. Joe Scamardella and grandfather Alex, everybody.
Thank you, John. Much appreciated, sir. Couldn't have learned from a better source for myself, so.
Quinasia Felder gives to Medina. Around the horn they go. McKenzie is short. Rebound brought down by Gibson. Up ahead, it's going to be picked off by Medina. Medina telegraphed it beautifully through the legs. What a move! Arlene Medina and the pass to Brody. A highlight reel basket. Arlene Medina, my gosh, is she running the floor or what?
What an offensive prowess she has put on. She's put on a clinic this quarter. I mean,
Arlene
flawless.
Medina, speaking of this quarter, Joe, let's quickly run through the first quarter statistics. And one more time, Alex Scamardella. Hey, Alex, I want to see you here at the Golden Dome for a game this season when your grandson's here.
That would be
I got to shake your hand. I'm looking a little puffy tonight, boys. What's going on with that? Maybe a cold compress in between quarters?
It might be. Maybe
Or
after the
just
shower.
lay
Or you
off-
know what? Maybe
lay off the Snickers.
Lay off the Snickers.
One or the other.
Listen, we got Turkey Day coming up, so
Boy,
you got to.
That's right.
Gotta fast
and
now.
where I'm going, best cook in the nation. Where I'm going. So
Where you're going? Well, it's got to be my house then, right? Because nobody cooks it like Mama. So.
Oh, there we go. Joey Scams, everybody. I love it. Okay, Joe, let's check out the first quarter statistics. We're going to keep it right here. Leading the way for Rutgers Newark with 6 big points. It's our girl, Eleni Medina. You know, you mentioned the steals from Abdul Salam. We saw quite a few turnovers as well. And, Joe, that could tell the tale if we take a look at the turnover ratio in that first half, if I can find them.
Yeah, this has been an absolute clinic for players like Arleni and Abdul Salam. Just their intensity alone. Arleni seems to anticipate much of what York is running, and I absolutely love that. She knows this man-to-man defense. And again, she's a junior. She has that veteran experience, and she's showing it here tonight.
10 turnovers, you called it, for York, just 1 for Rutgers Newark.
Wow.
So clearly that's something that's going to need to change. Rutgers has now built a 12-point lead, Joey Scams, and then the other leaders for the Scarlet Raiders as far as points are concerned, Tamario, let's see, Tamario had 5, Medina's 6, 4 apiece for Felder, Brody, 2 for McKenzie. Let's go back to the floor for the start of the second quarter. Hey, Joe, why don't you tell us a little bit about York in terms of points, if that helps at all.
Yeah. So not much done on the scoreboard for York, but leading the way is number 20 Zamora Wellington, and a 3-way tie for 2 each, or 2 apiece between Beautiful Earth.
How about Beautiful Earth knocking in a
name
basket?
of the year, right?
I mean, that is just,
Name of the year. I mean,
that is phenomenal. I mean,
that
is that is the best name I've ever heard in my life.
I've heard some great names before. That might be up there. You know what? I'll go for a school name, too. You have a player here, Shemaya Foy, number 21. You want to take a guess, a gander, where her school is, or what it's named, rather?
No. You tell me.
It Takes a Village Academy.
It Takes a Village Academy, everybody. That is great.
It might take a village to stop her, too.
It's going to take a village for York College to come back from this 13-point deficit, but certainly within their abilities. 9 opening 30 seconds of this second quarter, and we got a return now of number 34, Michelle Mancuso out of Fresh Meadows, New York. You ever get out to the island much, Joe?
I haven't, no. I've just been super busy.
More of a Jersey Shore guy.
Yeah, I mean, that's my
busy,
backyard.
Like that's a go-to? Or, where are you from originally, Joe?
You ever see the Jersey Shore show on MTV? I'm like 10 minutes away from where that was
Seaside?
filmed. Yeah, so it's like 10 minutes away.
Is it true your nickname was The Situation in high school?
If it was, oh, man, where I would be now. If it was Paulie D, I'd be in Las Vegas DJing.
That's right. Oh, the steal by Rayana Abdus-Salam. Nothing but daylight. And Abdus-Salam, you mentioned her steal ratio in that first quarter, padding those numbers here tonight.
Like clockwork, her intensity and her aggression on the ball, as we can see right here, just mobbing the York point guard, Yanrizi Murillo, the 5'3" freshman out of the Bronx. Abdus-Salam is just a defensive weapon for the Scarlet Raiders. She's all over point guards, not just in non-conference games, but in NJAC matchups too. And that's part of the reason why they're succeeding so well so far.
Absolutely. On the floor right now, Salam with the lane. She looks to give to Kai, and it's out of bounds. Also, got to like the confidence from number 5 we've seen. Often overused term, but as a freshman, Amani McKenzie, Joe, very, very dialed in. A great athlete. And nothing but upside for this freshman, number 5.
She's playing really well now, making a statement for her to be in the starting 5 in the next coming games or so.
You know, we talked about that starting 5 and how it's each player really competing to break into that starting lineup. We've seen a couple of changes, Abdus-Salam out, but that can only really motivate these players, Joe, to continue to try to get better, especially if, after your first win of the season that we just saw, and now Rutgers gunning for 2 in a row here tonight at the Golden Dome.
Yeah, they're developing the momentum really well on both sides of the floor, but I think it's better, in my opinion, for a group of athletes to fight 4 minutes rather than having the set 5, because it creates a different vibe on the floor, and it really makes each person push just that much harder to get a couple minutes in.
Three-pointer in and out, offensive rebound. Felder, she can't convert. We'll stay the same way, Joe. Hey, Joe, I just wanted to round out this coaching staff for Stacey Townsend. Did I say that right? Stacey Townsend.
There
By
you
the way,
go.
Stacey in very good spirits prior to the start tonight. Loved what she had to say. Najee Durant, assistant coach, along with Mike Famosa. Brianna Thomas, offensive rebound by York. Brianna Thomas, Jamira Watkins, and that shot in and out. Offensive rebound. York put back no good. 2 in a row. And Rutgers got to clean up the boards there, Joe. Can't keep giving 2 and 3 looks.
No, they're going to need a little bit more in the paint from Kyla Askew-Branch, who, as you mentioned before, got the start tonight.
An excellent defense there by Mancuso for the Cardinals, who got a hand on it. And the other assistant is Kaiji Hall, along with the aforementioned Jamira Watkins. So Stacey Townsend in good hands in this, her 4th season with Rutgers Newark.
As we know, she runs a tight ship. She expects perfection, and she really hones in on turning defense into offense. And we saw that last game. That's probably why she was in such great spirits. And they're doing it so far in this first quarter, but now in the second quarter, I should say, it's kind of slowed down, but they need to keep going with the momentum, keep the foot on the gas.
Absolutely. You know, Joe, you mentioned Stacey, and one thing she said to me prior to the start of the game, which really resonated with me. Oh, what a beautiful shot just above the free throw line. Gorgeous form by Rayana Abdus-Salam. And Joe, can I? Is it too early to say the B word?
Here
Rayana
she is again.
Abdus-Salam up and in. She's putting on a clinic here in the second quarter.
God. I don't know who's putting on a better clinic, her or Lenny.
I was going to say B word as in blowout, but it is still very, very early, Joe.
Of course. And again, it's not over till the fat lady sings, but Rutgers absolutely dominating the floor right now with Medina. Quick stretch pass to Felder. Rings off the iron.
And that was no good. We got a little playground basketball going on right now. Aiken takes a long-range jumper, and it's off the mark. Rebound, Medina.
This is about as strongly I've seen Rutgers play in quite a while. It seems like everything is clicking offensively and defensively as Askew Branch draws the foul.
Joe, I think that sequence right there with number 34, the sophomore, 5'10" out of Newark, Kai Branch, it shows what she means as far as her physicality to get the shot, muscle up for that offensive rebound, put it up again in traffic, get fouled, go to the line. I'll take that all day, every day from Kai Askew Branch.
Absolutely, and that's part of their job and her role here with the Scarlet squad. And I think the one thing that she's going to be focusing on as it gets later into the season is cleaning up those defensive rebounds, ensuring that teams don't get 2-3 looks like York College has gotten so far. But as of right now, not much damage, thankfully, for the Raiders.
And the Raiders got to make a push. They're down 20. They're going to have to start chipping away here before this gets completely out of hand, Joe. Mancuso. And that one thrown away, and it's another steal. The bounce pass ahead to Medina, just out of reach. But another steal for Rayana Abdul-Salam. And, I mean, you want to talk about dialed in, Joe, especially in that category. Unbelievable display here in this second quarter by Rayana Abdul-Salam.
This defense for Rutgers is shutting the door right in the face of the Cardinals, and rightfully so. Up 20 points with just about 6.5 left to go. More action from the Golden Dome Athletic Complex at the Rutgers University Newark campus when you come back. Welcome back to the Golden Dome Athletic Complex. Rutgers Newark leads the York College Cardinals by 20 points with just about 6 minutes left to go in this second quarter. Abdul-Salam, another defensive play as she knocks the ball away from Cardinals number 10. That's going to be Beautiful Earth, who was controlling the ball, couldn't possess it. I mean, John, the utter defensive capabilities of Abdul-Salam are unreal. York can't contain her.
A combined 7 steals between Medina and Abdul-Salam, and that one off the hands of Brody, but that pass was in fact intended for Abdul-Salam. Bit of a miscommunication, but Joe, with the 20-point lead with 5:58 to go to halftime, I think the one thing we can agree on is it allows these players to take some extra chances.
Right.
To really up their game a little bit. They can make a mistake by trying maybe something different. Working on that left hand, let's say, for a strong right-handed player, or vice versa. Or, just doing what the coach asks of you. But when you're up 20 points, it certainly makes life a lot easier for the Scarlet Raiders.
Of course. It gives you a lot of breathing room to try some new plays, maybe try a new scheme, and really just be more aggressive and try some things that you wouldn't normally try in, let's say, NJAC games, because we all know how strong NJAC games mean, not only just schedulally and just how difficult they are.
Joe, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No.
You keep on hitting on these key points, Joe. You make a good one in that next Tuesday. Arguably the biggest rivalry in this New Jersey Athletic Conference. I mean, this has been circled on the calendar since last year. Rutgers Newark, Rutgers Camden kicking off NJAC play on Tuesday. So tonight, a good opportunity to continue this positive mojo for the Scarlet Raiders in preparation for what will be a battle between two conference rivals.
The Scarlet Showdown is always a close scoring game. It's never a blowout. And again, kicking off NJAC action, there's no better time, better person to play than your rival. And right now for Rutgers Newark, I haven't seen Camden play, but it's safe to say that I would put my money on the Scarlet Raiders with how well they're playing.
Bold. I like the call.
Absolutely.
I like this call.
I'm confident. Confidence is key, and they have all the confidence in the world leading the Cardinals with just about 5 minutes left to play here in this second quarter.
And look at how far out Q Felder came to nearly midcourt, Joe, which you don't see a lot defensively. You know, the old thinking behind that is, Joe, how much damage can an offensive player do from midcourt? Can't shoot the ball from there. So you see a lot of defenses usually sit back a little bit. Tonight, we've seen a very aggressive man defense all game long. It's something for our viewers to watch. It is not giving York a minute or an inch of breathing room when they have the ball offensively. You see how far out Q is here. That pass inside the paint. The turnaround from the foul line, and it falls in. And a pretty shot there by Wellington, Joe.
Yeah,
she decides to take it herself.
Yeah, 23% field goal shooting coming into this game. She's been finding herself on the score sheet so far.
Felder threads the needle and showing muscle as she's able to drop one from in close. It's 32-12. Felder, a beautiful job there. Harassed, draped on by a couple of Cardinal defenders, but she goes unaffected, unobstructed to the hole. And we got a jump ball call here, Joe.
Again, I mean, I keep saying it, but Abdul Salam, I mean, wow, her defense, it's making me claustrophobic.
I think the word we used was explosive before the game, and you know, maybe a little extra motivation for number 3, saying, hey, I'm not in the starting lineup today. I'm going to show them. And certainly showing it here tonight. Hey, Joe, the leading scorers right now remain Felder with 7, 6 apiece for Abdul Salam and Medina. But when you really look at, to me, what's most impressive here, Joe, is you've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 different Scarlet Raiders in the scoring column tonight. So they're certainly spreading the love around quite a bit.
Which means that they are moving the ball extremely well, as Tamario has a 3 ball, but it couldn't connect. Their ball movement has been stellar so far. Not only has their defense been great.
And getting back behind the defense there, Joe, was Murillo, who was unimpeded.
And I guess I bit my own tongue when I said their defense has been great. It's been so far decent, but their ball movement and their ability to set up their offense and get in those dirty areas and get opportunities like we had with Felder have been second to none so far.
Now, despite that foul, I want to point out a beautiful help defense there by Beautiful Earth. Despite the foul, you know, that's what you want to do is collapse on that player. So often we've seen tonight, Joe, especially on the perimeter, to what you said exactly, excellent ball movement by Rutgers. So often the 3 is open or a mid-range is open, and there is no player in sight from York to get a hand in the face of the Rutgers shooter. That's also got to change.
Yes,
York
absolutely.
has got to be a little bit quicker.
Absolutely. They have way too many uncontested threes, and I'm speaking of Newark, of course. They leave Newark with too many uncontested threes, which has caused them some significant damage so far.
Rutgers tonight, from three-point range, they've hit 1, but they have had several good looks. They're 1 of 9 from 3 tonight, and Aiken has been struggling tonight from the floor. Up ahead to Q, Felder up and in. And Felder, you know, that's a great example, Joe. That basket of her basketball IQ, court awareness, she knows what's happening on the other end of the floor and says, you know what? I know my teammates well enough to know they're going to get the ball to me. She sprints ahead for the wide open layup.
Her chemistry with her teammates, and not only that, but her ability to anticipate certain plays and ball movement around the court on top of almost having eyes in the back of her head, is what allows her to put up these 20-plus point performances or 8-plus rebound performances in every matchup, or almost every matchup that she's involved in.
And, you can argue Rutgers is not shooting the ball particularly well. The best percentage right now is 50% from Felder, who's 4 of 8 from the floor. Medina 3 of 8 along with Abdul Salam. 1 of 3 for Tamario from the field. Brody 1 of 2 along with McKenzie at 1 of 2. Offensive rebound, Lieris. And what a story here, Joe. It really is incredible. When a lot of times you don't hear about this stuff. And it just, what it reinforces to me is the human element to these student athletes. Emily Lieris is coming off of 2 major. Abdul Salam from the side, no good. McKenzie's there for the offensive rebound. That shot, no good. Finally, Beautiful Earth comes down with it. But Lieris, who's out on the floor right now for Rutgers Newark, number 21, not 1 but 2 major reconstructive knee surgeries. Torn ACL on the right, torn on the left. She's the one in the neon green sneakers. And here comes McKenzie! No good. Foul is called. But, Joe, you talk about commitment, the coming back from those injuries, the physical therapy, the emotional toll, the physical toll. And here's this kid out on the floor for Rutgers Newark, the senior out of Harrison, New Jersey. You got to tip your cap to her, Joe.
Yeah, especially with not just 1 surgery, but 2 reconstructive knee surgeries.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I get devastated when I can't play for a week or do something. I can't imagine both of my knees being shot out.
I know. And it's now McKenzie on the line.
But kudos to her. And McKenzie again on the line, getting involved in this offensive prowess for Rutgers Newark. Imani McKenzie, again out of Teaneck, New Jersey, coming into this matchup with 86 minutes, shooting only 20% from the stripe. But
that's an area she's got to clean up.
Absolutely. But again, she had 15 rebounds all of this year so far and averaging 5.3 per game. Points, I should point out.
And the turnaround from Aiken. Offensive rebound up and in. Beautiful Earth off the miss from Aiken. Beautiful shot from Earth.
And it seems as if York College is trying to get a little more aggressive here defensively, trying to disrupt this strong Newark offensive scheme that has 35 points in the first half with about 1:37 left to go.
Amani Gibson checks back in for York. It'll be Tamario on the line. Tamario from the free throw line tonight, perfect 2 of 2. And she hits the third.
Connecticut connection. I love it. Out of North Branford. Shooting particularly well from the free throw line, about 58% coming into tonight's matchup. Almost a lock. As I bite my own tongue, John.
She misses the second. Here comes Beautiful Earth. Has it poked away from Abdul Salam. Unsettled play here continues. Ball's on the floor. Tamario scrapping. Tamario got a little elbow to the face, it looks like. She seems to be okay. We're going to stay the same way. It's going to be Rutgers Newark basketball. Joe, with already just 1:24 to go here till halftime. My gosh. This game flying by here at the Golden Dome Athletic Center.
It's flying by as fast as the athletes on the floor are flying by me. I mean, it's left, right, left, right. This game has not took a second to breathe.
Well, Stacey Townsend, Joe, of course, known for her up-tempo style. A little run and gun. And we've seen that here tonight in spades. And, Joe, also got to mention Beautiful Earth got some height on that inbounds pass. And see, Joe, great example there. Earth gets great body positioning on the inbounds. Set play to Earth. She comes down with it. And if you're a player like Beautiful Earth at 5'9", from Brooklyn, New York, there's one thing only and one thing that she did well. Come down with the basketball and shoot it. And you're either going to make it or draw the foul. She did the latter, and now on the line hits the first. But when you've got a couple of players draped over you, come down with it, put it up. Misses the second. Might want to take a little more time in between shots. Get settled. What am I, a coach now all of a sudden, Joe?
Get on the floor, John. What are you waiting for?
Tamario, no good. Mancuso pulls down the rebound with 60 seconds to go, Joe. And we want to apologize to our viewers once again. A little late to the start tonight due to some traffic issues. York coming up from Pennsylvania. But we are here, and we are happy to bring you our Rutgers Game of the Week. Speaking of games, Joe, we are hosting the ECAC men's soccer tournament this weekend, the semifinals on Saturday, which our Scarlet Raiders are a part of, and the championship game on Sunday. So we want to wish all of our men's soccer players the best of luck and hope they can get to that championship game. We'll have it covered for you all weekend long, though, on Raider Vision. That's 3 games. Semifinals Saturday, championship on Sunday. Coverage starts at 11 a.m. Saturday morning.
And no better place to catch it other than Raider Vision on YouTube.com. With 45 left to go, it's a York College possession.
I like the double there, though, Joe, by Rutgers.
Oh, yeah.
York able to break it. That's what we call the trap, Joe. Double dribble. See the pressure there pays off for Rutgers. Rutgers looked to trap right before midcourt, but still it created a little more pressure. Got to get it over before a backcourt violation, and it translated into a turnover.
Yeah,
for
they're getting smothered not just by defensive weapons like Abdul Salam, but they're getting smothered all by players of Rutgers Newark. They are playing exceptionally well and not allowing any kind of offense to set up in the defensive side of the floor.
Righty, lefty, McKenzie turns it over. And here comes Beautiful Earth. Beautiful Earth has it smacked away from Abdul Salam. But what a great play by Earth as she forces the foul. Oh, no, it's going to stay the same way. No foul called. I was a little incorrect on that one. No, a lot incorrect on that one.
I heard some voices in sway of your opinion, so you're not alone.
Beautiful Earth now being guarded by Abdul Salam. Finds her teammate Aiken. Up and under. That shot no good at the horn. That was Wellington, by the way, not Aiken, number 20. So, Joe, at the half, it's all Rutgers Newark as they lead at 37-2. Oh, you got to tell me if you switched, Joe.
Sorry.
I mean, Mr. Technical Director over here.
Sorry about that.
Thank you, though. You did the right thing. You did the right thing. I was just busy looking at the scoreboard. So, Joe, your thoughts on a spirited first half that was close for the first quarter. It was a contest, but Rutgers has really pulled away here in the second quarter as they lead 37-17 at that.
Leading by 20, it leaves no question. Rutgers came here to play tonight. They are the stronger team so far. They let it be known. Their defense has been stellar, and they're really not letting York College breathe once they get over half court. They are not letting them set up. They are not letting them get in their defensive side of the floor, and it's paying off for them. They lead by 20 going into the second half, and what I think it really speaks to is their conditioning. Their ability to be everywhere and just smother the Cardinals on every point of the floor is outstanding. That speaks to Stacey Towson's scheme and defense. So with that being said, I think that if the Rutgers continues to sorry, John.
You're good.
Hit it out of your head. If Rutgers continues to play stop defense and just smother every opportunity that York is going to try to create, they're going to have an easy time to win this game.
We're going to wrap it up here, Joe, because I want our fans to see our hard-working cheerleaders are out on the floor performing right now. But before we go to them, Joe, actually go to them. We'll go over the stats while we're on the cheerleaders.
Of course.
Got to give the cheerleaders love, Joe. They work very, very hard. They practice really hard. And I'll stop talking in a minute, but let's quickly talk about Felder leading the way with 10 points, picking up where she left off in that win versus Keystone. 6 points for Medina, who's working on a double-double with 4 rebounds. 7 for Abdul Salam, who's been tremendous tonight. 5 for Tamario, 1 for Jalen Alston at the free throw line, and McKenzie with 3. For York, leading the way with 6 points is Wellington. 5 for Beautiful Earth, 2 apiece for Murillo, Mancuso, and Aiken. Joe, let's go to break and let the cheerleaders get their time in the sun, and we'll unpack a little bit more for everybody when we return in about 12 minutes from now. Second half action coming up. John Heffernan alongside Joe Scamardella. Rutgers Newark taking on York College. We'll have the second half for you coming up in just a little bit. You're watching Scarlet Raiders basketball live on Raider Vision. Don't go anywhere. Second half action coming up.
Welcome back to second half action. There we go. Hold on. There we go.
There we go.
Still working through some technical difficulties, folks. My apologies. Welcome back to second half action inside the Golden Dome Athletic Complex in the Brick City of Newark, New Jersey, where we are moments away from second half action between the Scarlet Raiders of Rutgers Newark and the visiting York College Cardinals. John, a absolute matchup we have seen so far in the first two quarters. What is the one thing that stood out to you in the first half?
Well, I expect more of the same here in the second half, Joe. The offensive onslaught should continue here in the second half. The one luxury Stacey Townsend's going to have is the ability to go deep into her bench if she feels the need to do so, get some other players some looks. Let's go down to the floor for the start of the second half, or the third quarter, I should say. Also, if York wants to get back into this thing, they've got to be more cohesive, Joe, regarding their overall play. Less individual efforts, more passing, more of a cohesive look. I've saw too many one-on-ones, too many shots that were forced. Better ball movement if York wants to start to chip away here to get some clean, open looks.
Absolutely. And for York, I think the one thing that they need to focus on is just finding a way to disrupt this Scarlet Raider offense, because it has been killing them so far. As you can see, they lead by 20, and it has not seemed to have slowed down yet. So if they could find a way to slow that down, they could perhaps generate some chances to score and put some work on.
York shot 8 of 32 in that first half, good for 25%. Rutgers was 13 of 38 for 34%. Both of these teams struggling from beyond the arc. Rutgers 1 of 9, and York has yet to hit a three-pointer. They threw up 6 attempts in that first half.
And that's what's been giving them such difficulty. And honestly, for Rutgers, they haven't been shooting particularly great either. I think their saving grace is their ability to generate turnovers into points.
Also, the only thing free in basketball, Joe, are free throws, and York shooting 20% from the charity stripe. Things like that, you got to take the points when you can get them, and York has struggled in that category too. Foul called here in the early going of this third quarter against Rutgers, so it will be York basketball.
I like that. I'm going to steal that line from you. Hope you don't mind. There's no academic integrity policy, is there?
You're good. You're good. And look at that in transition. Medina up and in. And that's just too easy. Too easy, as Beautiful Earth is banged up on the play. She's favoring that left leg a little bit. But she's going to come out despite resisting. The head coach, Emmett Howell, is going to give Earth a rest.
You definitely don't want to risk anything here. Making sure that your players are healthy is the number one priority, of course. It's the Cardinals with possession now. At the top of the key, looking to break in, but Rutgers Newark seeming to smother every player at the top of the key. Goes up for the two, can't go. Foul is called on the floor. Not too sure who the perpetrator is. But Rutgers will have a shot for two. That's going to be on number 11 for York. That is Amania Aiken, the 5'7" senior out of St. Albans, New York, the Queens Prep Academy graduate.
Yeah, a lot of kids from New York on this York team.
Well, they are in New York, rather.
Wait, did I say Pennsylvania earlier in the broadcast? My bad, everybody. Terrible job by me. I got to make up for that, Joe.
Unbelievable, John.
York College, and give them some love on my mistake. That's just a unforgivable.
Well,
I'll
give you this, my friend. Rutgers had a phenomenal win against Keystone, which is in La Pluma, Pennsylvania. So I understand if you were very high on that win. So no harm done for me on my end. Which is
Quinasia Felder, I appreciate that, Joe. Long range jumper no good. York College, Joe, located in Queens, as you mentioned. Part of the CUNYAC Conference, founded in 1966.
You have a lot of players here, essentially all from New York. Brooklyn, the Bronx, Queens, Valley Stream. Yeah, every player from New York. Multiple different boroughs, too.
6,000 kids in total at York College.
Wow. Lenny misses a pass. Receives it back in the left corner. Up for 3-ball. It's good! Arlene Medina continues to put on a clinic here. Or excuse me, that was a 2-ball.
I think it was a 2-pointer.
Was it?
So York now trails 41-17, and a steal from Felder, Joe. And that shot no good. But Rutgers seemingly doing whatever they want to do out there, Joe.
They are 100% controlling the floor. But as we saw right now, their inability to come down with boards is coming back to haunt them.
Shemaiah Foy with the basket there for York. Lieres kicks it out to Medina, who's off the mark.
Seems as if Lieres was shaken up on the play, grabbing her face, but seems to be okay. Abdul Salam re-enters the ball game. Comes out for Quanasia Felder. Definitely a presence felt by York College when Abdul Salam is on the opposing side.
Joe, you know, don't want to look ahead too much at this stage with 6:49 remaining in the third quarter, but we mentioned it in that first half. Rutgers Camden in Camden, New Jersey next Tuesday, Thanksgiving week. A tip-off scheduled for 6 p.m. And it's hard to believe that conference play is upon us. But certainly those are the games that count. And if performance and momentum play a part in that one, you got to be happy right now if you're Stacey Townsend and the performance that the Scarlet Raiders are putting on here tonight. 2
straight games with just dominance on both ends of the floor. I personally couldn't be more happier to see them succeed. As we know, they had some struggles last year trying to find the chemistry and the production that Stacey Townsend was demanding of the athletes. However, what she seems to be preaching seems to be working and sticking extremely well with the Scarlet Raiders so far. But again, to your point, NJAC play is not easy. Every game matters just a little bit more than the next, with that much more pressure coming into it the later the season goes.
Oh!
Whoa!
Sorry to interrupt. Sine Brody, and gosh, man, the fact that, did you see the way Sine protected the basketball on that play? She took the body contact, knew it was coming, still able to get the ball off the glass and in, end the foul, count the basket, and one. 3-point opportunity here for Sine Brody.
Excellent, excellent execution by Sine Brody, who, to your point, 1,000-point scorer in high school and a salutatorian. So
no way.
Maybe those 1,000 points is where she learned how to protect the ball so well, and it's helping her find her way on the score sheet tonight, John.
What's that song by Vanessa Carlton, that 1,000 Miles?
Oh, goodness gracious. Every time I hear, I think of Terry Crews every single time I hear that song.
Oh, from that movie, right?
White Chicks, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. And then the steal by Abdul Salam. Abdul Salam up and in. Gorgeous play by Rayana Abdul Salam.
John, I don't know if I want to say it now or in a couple minutes, but she might be up for Rookie of the Week as here she comes again with numbers. 3-on-1, Abdul Salam, bounce pass in the paint and in for 2.
Joe, you know, you gotta love the bounce pass to Sine Brody, the court vision from Abdul Salam. Just great fundamental basketball right there, and Rutgers with a huge 47-19 lead.
Court vision, Raider vision, it don't matter.
Joe, we mentioned I still feel horribly saying that York is in Pennsylvania, and I'm a New Yorker too. Got to do a better job there, but any bad play, you got to move on.
That's it. It's in the past,
Got to move on. But with that being said, let's take a quick look at the CUNYAC Conference for women's basketball. It's made up of Brooklyn College, Hunter College of the Upper East Side of Manhattan, Lehman, beautiful campus in the Bronx, New York, Baruch College, York, who's on the floor tonight, wearing all black, Rutgers in the home white. City College of New York, John Jay, and Medgar Evers. Out front so far, prior to the start of conference play in the CUNYAC, is Brooklyn College undefeated at 4-0. And the second free throw attempt there is good by Aiken. As we've got a beautiful Earth sighting, that's good news for York. In second, Hunter at 3-1, Lehman at 3-2, Baruch 1-5, York 0-3, and rounding out the conference, City College, John Jay, and Medgar Evers. Look at Tamario. A nice block there by Chimaya Foy.
Yeah, Chimaya Foy utilizing all of that 5'9" frame. And again, has a lot of experience being a junior, played here last year.
Look at the head fake there by Brody, up and in. The high school 1,000-point scorer adds to her college points in this one, as Sine Brody, also an acting buff. Did you know that about Brody? Has done some plays in her time.
As much as I knew about her doing my homework, that is one thing I did not.
But very serious about an acting career.
Wow.
Yes.
See, you learn something new every day, John, and I'll tell you what. Did you know that her mother, Shadon Sheffield, played at Morgan State?
Ooh, a little factoid, little tidbit there. Hey, speaking of moms, I got to give a quick shout out, Joe, and that's why it's so great to have you here tonight, as you help me remember things that I probably would forget. Beautiful Earth, good defense by Lieris. Textbook defense by Lieris, but the follow after the offensive rebound by Foy is good. And look at the quick transition here. Abdul Salam is fouled. But we got to give a shout out to Stacey Townsend's mom in the crowd tonight. That would be one Michelle Mitchell. Now, for those of you who don't know, Michelle Mitchell, very proud of her daughter Stacey, and her grandson, who plays football at Holy Cross, I might add, in Worcester, Massachusetts. Michelle, also the mom, if you can believe this, of Brianna Thomas, the assistant coach for Rutgers Newark. Stacey and Brianna, sisters. Michelle, the mom, in the crowd tonight. So you got to love the family affair here at Rutgers Newark, and mom supporting her two wonderfully talented daughters, Stacey Townsend and Brianna Thomas.
Isn't that something? That is something I did not know.
That's right.
But I appreciate you bringing it up, because now I can add that to my future broadcast, or at least to my notes.
There you go. Joe, this microphone is really, I think the only way I can make this work is if I literally put it in my mouth, because it keeps dropping. It keeps dropping down.
What I think we need to invest in is those air covers to kind of avoid us breathing into it.
A big investment at that, Joe. I don't know. We might have to break open the Rutgers vault.
Yeah, so you don't have to hear me breathe and make it like a wind tunnel.
York coughs it up, 2-on-1. Abdul Salam to McKenzie. No good, but McKenzie is there to get her own rebound and puts it back in. A very heads-up play from the freshman at number 5, Amani McKenzie.
And one thing I want to point out there, what you saw when Rutgers had that possession in the paint, there was 3 Raiders in the paint. 3. How many York College Cardinals were there? None.
The turnaround by number 11 for York is no good. Aiken, that was a nice-looking move, but it wouldn't drop. Good pass by McKenzie to Q. Excellent defense there finally by York. But that opened up the shot for Abdul Salam, and McKenzie gets hacked. And down to the floor goes McKenzie.
What I'm seeing so far from York right now, I'm not sure if it's laziness, but they're just not getting to the areas that Rutgers is after the play. After the shot's up, they're not boxing out. They're not getting under the basket. They're not finding ways to get those rebounds and get a quick turnaround like Rutgers is, which is why they're down by 30 points with about 4 minutes or so left to play in this third quarter.
Well, I like the help defense in the paint on that last sequence by York, so that might be a good sign. But it opened up the shot on the perimeter. So Rutgers has been definitely aware of their players on the floor, and if one lane closes, they're able to open up another one. And I think that just speaks to the experience of this Rutgers team to keep the focus on getting the ball to the open player.
Exactly.
And we didn't see a whole lot of that last year with the consistency that Stacy was looking for. We're certainly seeing it here tonight.
It's definitely clicking, whatever she's preaching to them, and it's working. And again, Abdul Salam for the 90th time jogs it down and up for two. It's almost a guaranteed lock, John. Every time she finds a way to depossess whatever team she's facing, it's almost a guaranteed 2 points for her. She is so fast, so explosive, and is really helping Rutgers in the offensive category tonight.
Rayana Abdul Salam making a strong statement here tonight for not only herself, her team, but also in the conversation for MVP of the game, in my opinion.
MVP at least. And like I said before, why not Rookie of the Week, as she is having a game of her life right now.
Well, speaking of Rookies of the Week, Joe, how about that freshman for Joe Loughran and the men's basketball team here at Rutgers Newark?
Raheem Murray.
Raheem Murray, man, oh man. What a pickup for Joe Loughran and the Scarlet Raiders, named the NJAC Rookie of the Week. And what an honor for the freshman, Raheem Murray.
It's important when you have young guys as talented as him, not just to get the accolades, but to develop that confidence to go in and be able to fill the shoes of certain guys that they might have lost. Levi Holton,
to name a few.
Yeah, he's one of the best to ever put the jersey on at Rutgers Newark. But
without a doubt,
to have guys like that who are so young and so talented to be able to play with such confidence and awareness is exceptional and says a lot about how they're going to play getting later in the season.
Up and in for McKenzie. And Joe, with that last steal, Abdul Salam now with a team leading.
Wait, let me guess. In the game?
In this game.
13.
Just a little. It seems like it's 20, but it's actually 7.
Are you sure?
According to our stats.
7-1 in the first
7
quarter?
steal.
Because it feels like it's about 27 right now.
And a wide open look from 3. Take it, young lady. Amani puts the ball on the floor. Instead, she gets cracked in the head. I hope she's okay. Rocking the little, what do we call that, Joe? Help us out. Help me out with that.
Turban?
No.
I don't.
And forgive my ignorance, but.
I don't know if I'm qualified.
No. It's, you know what? I forget the name, but, she's got a streamlined look. I love it. I think it's very cool. She seems to be okay. It's, it's a
hood.
It's a religious. It's got some religious implications.
But you know what? I love it.
It does not get in the way of her game at all.
And you know what's
I would
funny?
just think being able to hear is so important with your ears covered. To me, that would be probably the most challenging thing. But to me, it's a non-issue. It's really a non-issue.
You know what I love about that thing is that I love how not only noticeable it is, but it keeps your hair out of your face, John.
Well, that too. But I also just think I think it speaks to her convictions, whatever they are off the court. She is as equally convicted emotionally, physically, and mentally to her game, not just tonight, but a very well-rounded young woman.
Absolutely.
And that shot off the mark, beautiful Earth with the rebound. Up ahead to number 22, Murillo, who puts up the jumper. And McKenzie comes down with the rebound. Amani McKenzie will take it herself past midcourt, gives to Medina for the mid-range. Off the mark. Look at the rebound by Brody. She can't convert. Up ahead now come the Cardinals. Wide open look. Swish. Number 22, Yanirzi Murillo. Gorgeous shot from Murillo.
That's what York College needs to get a lot more of as this game is getting late early.
Isn't that what Yogi Berra used to say?
Very good, John.
There you go. Well, he's a Jersey guy, right?
He is.
Nice pass from McKenzie to Q. And Q drains it. Timeout, Stacey Townsend with 1:11 remaining in the third quarter. It's a huge 61-24 lead. John Heffernan alongside Joe Scamardella, everybody. Joe, so more of the same here in quarter number 3 after a strong first half from Rutgers Newark. Again, it's the play of Medina, Amani, Rihanna Abdus-Salam, Quinasia Felder, the core 3 certainly of this team, especially tonight. It's been all Scarlet Raiders.
It has been, and it has not slowed down a bit. Their defense continues to get better, excuse me, and their offense is shining once more. They are keeping that momentum that they had from yesterday night against Keystone College, where they got their first win of the season. And this train ain't slowing down yet, John. It is in full steam ahead, and I love it because they're at 61 points in almost the third quarter end. So it's setting to be what is going to be a great game.
Out of the floor right now, it is Medina, McKenzie, Felder, Brody, and number 34, Kayasku Branch. You know, the tallest member of this team for Rutgers Newark at 5'11" is Jalen Alston, followed by the 5'10" Kai Branch. But, you know, when it comes to NJAC play, height always certainly a contributing factor as far as gameplay is concerned. One area that you cannot coach, Joe, and Rutgers maybe not be the tallest team, but they certainly have brought their A game here tonight.
And for their lack of height, I think what they complement that with or use against is their explosiveness.
Arlene Medina with a gorgeous shot as time is ticking down in this third quarter and time is running out for York College. Because the lead is now, Joe, 39. And we're seeing a very similar game as we did in 2024. 2025, and that game, as I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, the leading scorer with 23 points was Arlene Medina. Certainly not far off from that total here tonight.
Both her, Quinasia Felder having an excellent game as well, and just defensively, Abdus-Salam continues to impress everyone with her ability to create turnovers, and not only that, but turn them into points.
8 rebounds, 2 from McKenzie. Look at that.
Freshman putting out her presence.
She is 2 points shy. 2 rebounds and 2 points shy of a double-double. This could be the coming out party for Amani McKenzie. And that's only in 13 minutes of play, Joe.
That is phenomenal.
Leading the way for Rutgers Newark as far as points are concerned. Abdus-Salam with 14. 13 for Arlene Medina as beautiful. Look how far back Beautiful Earth stands from the line. That's amazing. It's almost like a mini jump shot instead of the traditional free throw. See how far back? She's at least four feet behind the free throw line.
That's interesting. It's almost like a 14-footer in a way.
I know.
Instead of a 10.
Well, she was 1 for 2 there. Brody, good look underneath. No good. Tamario collects. Back to Brody. Brody goes baseline up and in. Strong move from Sine. Brody says, I'm going to take it myself. Saw a seam. Took it and uncontested to the hole.
All-star play by Sinai Brody. That was textbook gorgeous. For the beater.
Mancuso scratching her head there. You got to love the youthful exuberance, though, for some of these kids. You know, I will say this, Joe. I had a very engaging conversation prior to the start of this one with the head coach for the Cardinals, Emmett Howell, and he said, look, man, I want to have a good time tonight. We're dealing with a couple of injuries. Emmett Howell in his first season. Oh, here we are.
There we go.
And Emmett was very refreshing to listen to. And, you know, at the end of the day, Joe, these are student athletes who work hard in the classroom and on the floor. Ain't all about wins and losses. But that being said, if you're Stacey Townsend, the Scarlet Raiders, gunning for 2 in a row, I mean, it feels good to call it. It's got to feel good to play in this game for these Scarlet Raiders and to have some success of late.
Oh, of course, and especially when we're about to kick off NJAC play in just a few days. Next Tuesday, again, the Scarlet Showdown, Newark versus Camden. Not at home, unfortunately, at the Raptors' Nest, as they call it. Not my preferred place, but besides that point.
More on that later.
But besides the point, it's important to have such momentum and go into the Thanksgiving break like the Scarlet Raiders have, because once you go into that break, you're not worried about anything, you're not stressing about it, you're confident, your chemistry's hitting, all the things are going well, and you're in that groove. So when you get to conference play, once you get back in the gym, it's just a tune-up practice, and you're ready to roll.
And as a college athlete, Joe, yourself, the turkey tastes just that much better after a couple of wins, right?
After your body's super sore and you get to sit home and just stuff your face with stuffing, nothing tastes better or feels better.
Oh, look at driving the lane. And fouled on the play, number 23. And we talked about Stacey going into her bench a little bit. And Malak Abdu into the ball game to start this fourth quarter, Joe. Malak is a sophomore out of Bayonne, an Egyptian-American school alum, and she'll go to the line now for Rutgers Newark.
The biology major, it's her first game in so far, not recording any minutes until now, at least per the Scarlet Raiders athletic website.
Would this be Malak in her sophomore campaign at Rutgers Newark? Would this be her first points of the season, Joe?
I sure hope so.
And just off the mark. Hey, Jalen Alston says thank you very much. A heads-up play, offensive rebound, put back is good. And Alston will now go to the line, opportunity for a three-point play. And, Joe, York's got to do a better job at boxing out there, especially from a free throw.
I think what I'm seeing right now is just a little bit of lackadaisicalness under the basket. They're letting a lot of
lane violation.
Lane violation, yep. I think what I'm seeing right now is
Jalen Alston says, hey, wait, was that a three? Did that basket count?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Oh, so she didn't take a free throw?
No.
Oh, all right.
Following the lane violation, no free throw.
Okay. There you go. Jalen can't be happy about that, but listen, these things happen. Beautiful Earth has that one go through her hand. She gets it back. Finger roll is no good, and Beautiful Earth called for the travel. Joe, speaking of Thanksgiving, tell us, any big plans? Just family stuff, or what? What's going on with the Scamardellas this year?
Big plans. I mean, we're going to have a nice big 25-pound turkey. I named him Tommy this year. I figured Tommy the turkey. We got him at ShopRite.
How about that Tommy Cutlets, formerly of the New York Giants?
Yes.
Oh, textbook. McKenzie up and in. Oh, no, it doesn't fall. And Amani's got to finish there, Joe. But what a steal from McKenzie.
And that's been all night, John. That has been their bread and butter for this Scarlet Raiders squad. And that is a direct reason of why they are leading 67-26 is because their ability to turn turnovers, well, not in this case, but turn turnovers into points more or less.
Back to, speaking of turnovers, how about them apple turnovers at the Scamardella house, the bread and butter, as you just mentioned.
Yes.
I want to hear the rest of this, and if I interrupt, it's just because something happens. But, all right, so 25-pound turkey.
Of course.
Who's mom behind the grandma?
Listen, when I wake up in the morning, it's 7 a.m., I already smell it, right? Oh. She puts a gate around the kitchen, says nobody come in here until 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
We're talking yellow caution tape.
Yes, like if you step in the kitchen, you are getting crucified. And it's worth it because it comes out delicious every year, and I go into a turkey coma.
The steal by Earth! Beautiful Earth cannot convert. But what a great job by number 10, Beautiful Earth. Okay, Joe, so how many people are coming over?
That's honestly, it's either between 6 to
All right,
9.
manageable.
Yeah,
all right.
it's gotten a little bit smaller.
We're not going to get crazy.
No, nothing crazy. Just a
Okay.
nice family, step parents and grandpa, grandma,
Okay,
all that good stuff.
excellent.
Perhaps my uncle might crawl out of his cave, but you never know.
I think in my family, I'm that guy. I'm the
He's
crawling
a
out of the
busy
cave
guy, right? He's a busy guy.
Oh, here we go. Cardinals on the comeback trail. It won't fall. Rebound, Alston. Jalen with the right hand gets turned around. There's the trap. And Jalen Alston with the untied shoes.
It seems as now that the York Cardinals are turning the tables in terms of turnovers and offensive prowess, John.
Well, we've got another Rutgers Newark player on the floor for the first time tonight, number 4. That would be Mahuk Kaur. Love to see Mahuk out there. And it's going to be a timeout on the floor, Joe, with 8:05 to go. Before we go, because I don't want to come across as rude, so we're looking forward to Thanksgiving. When do classes end here at Rutgers? Is it Wednesday? That would make sense, right?
I mean, I don't know, to be honest. They can't end sooner, John, and I'm just slammed with schoolwork, trying to get it through the holiday.
All right.
Trying to get my projects done and just say, you know what, that's it. I want to focus on this, and this. Call some games, watch some basketball.
Nice.
Call the men's games, and that's ideal. But right now, they end for a question mark.
Either way, the Scamardellas will be eating turkey on Thursday.
Oh,
That's all that matters.
They will be eating lots of turkey, lots of stuffing.
So tell me a little bit about school, Joey. Classes going okay? What's the latest?
Yeah, it's busy. Right now I'm in Intro to Multimedia, which is a big project I'm doing. So we're doing a project, or I should say I'm doing it. We're doing a project on illegal immigration in the area.
Wow.
So I'm documenting.
Sounds involved.
It is. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of editing, late nights. I stayed up till 3 in the morning last night trying to finish the project.
Wow.
Got it to a manageable area on top of broadcast.
No, but you're putting in the work, man.
Trying to. That's the name of the game. Got to outwork everybody. Because
when is that due?
I believe, what's today, Wednesday? It is due Saturday. It is due Saturday, the 22nd.
Well, I got to give you a huge, I don't know, shout out, props, call it what you want on burning the midnight oil, Joe. And getting it done and being here tonight. It's a lot. It's a lot.
It's a reason why student comes first and student athlete.
That's what I haven't heard, and I like that one myself.
Of course.
So the first free throw is good.
And that's what Rutgers caters to when they are recruiting their athletes. They go student first. And I know that from firsthand encounters. As you can see with Sinai Brody, the salutatorian of her class in high school at Farrell Area High School in Pennsylvania.
Oh, 2 for 2. Nice job by Murillo. And it's now 67-28. Under 8 to go now, Joe, in this ball game. If you're just joining us, it's been all Rutgers Newark. John Heffernan on the call alongside Joe Scamardella, coming to you on Raider Vision on YouTube all season long as we are here tonight.
Ooh.
Live from Newark, New Jersey at the Golden Dome Athletic Center.
It's going to be an offensive foul on the floor, or excuse me, a defensive foul. It's going to be on Jalen Alston, her first foul of the game.
And on the line for the Cardinals, it's number 13. That's Arda Jaloshi. Jaloshi, Joe, is a junior out of Brooklyn, New York, a James Madison alum. And that one's off the mark. Rebound by Alston. Up ahead to McKenzie. McKenzie with the outlet pass. And fouled on the play with a big roar from the bench is number 10. That's the freshman out of Woodland Park, New Jersey, Joe. Zarelli Bobadia.
Perfect pronunciation.
Zarelli Bobadilla. I thought it would be Bobadilla.
Bobadilla.
Oh, Bobadilla. I'm sorry. Zarelli Bobadilla.
There you go.
There we go. 5'3" freshman.
Business administration major. Only clocked 5 minutes in this season until this game.
So Bobadilla, Joe, looking for her first ever collegiate point right here. If she can make it, it would be one she never forgets. Oh, there it is! Bobadilla with her first ever collegiate point makes it 68-28. Very happy for the youngster, number 10. Excellent work.
And not only was it her first collegiate point, but that point put Rutgers Newark up by 40 with just about 7 minutes left
I say
to
we
play.
get Bobadilla in here for the post game
That sounds good to me.
MVP interview. I don't know how well that would go over, but
who else?
I mean,
you can grab
I
anyone,
would love
really.
it.
You can grab anyone.
I mean, there are so many people that we could grab.
You can grab
right?
Salam or Abdul Salam, excuse me, or Lenny Medina. You can grab Q.
I mean, Joe, we've
Alston's
got
been a presence
1,
under the paint.
4, 5, 6, 7, 9 players that have scored tonight for the Scarlet Raiders. Abdul Salam leading the way with 14. 12 apiece for Felder, Brody, and Medina.
Phew. That doesn't scream strong offense. I don't know what does, John.
And there, oh, look at the crossover! McKenzie got a piece of it. Oh, keeping it in bounds was Bobadilla.
Excellent play by Bobadilla and McKenzie.
McKenzie looks up underneath. Beautiful pass to Lieras. No good. Mancuso with a strong rebound, but can't hold on. She won't get credit for that rebound. Didn't have control. Alston now over to Amani McKenzie. Into Bobadilla. Bobadilla definitely pokes it out. And the shot is no good from Core. 6:30 remain. Rutgers with a big 68-29 lead. A lot of firsts here tonight at the Golden Dome. First broadcast of the year with Joey Scams. And what a circus shot there! Beautiful job by number 33. Amani Gibson with a highlight reel shot. Fouled on the play. Count the basket. 3-point play is good.
It's almost a second lane violation.
Yeah, I don't know what
I'm
they're
not
thinking
too sure
here.
why.
All right, great job by Amani Gibson, everybody. From a tough position, Gibson was able to get that up and in. Unbelievable.
Right to the heavens and down the drain.
No shot. Foul before the shot. It's going to go on number 34.
But again, Bobadilla will be heading to the line, looking to tack on.
Tamario returns, and as you mentioned, Joe, number 10 back on the line. Bobadilla. Bobadilla with her first collegiate point. She's get very comfortable in that free throw line, Joe. Making her presence felt. Misses that one. She'll get another crack at it here with 6:04 to go. Bobadilla looks, shoots, 0 for 2 there. And racing to catch up to that one, but to no avail. That was number 13, Jaloshi. So it will be Rutgers basketball. Tamario to inbound. Tamario with the right hand, looks. Excellent defense there by Murillo. Alston now for Rutgers. From the side, yes! Mahakor!
The freshman phenom.
And everybody in on the party here tonight in the Golden Dome as Core contributes.
As Oprah said, you get a bucket, you get a bucket. Maybe not you, number 34, Michelle Mancuso, but it's okay. We've still got 5 minutes
Oh,
left
what
to
a
play.
pass! A beautiful one-handed hook pass by Aiken, but the Cardinals couldn't finish. To Mario up ahead to McKenzie. Look at McKenzie. Gives to Alston. Just above the free throw line. No good. It'll be York basketball with 5:04 to go.
The tempo has definitely been brought up, I should say.
Yeah, I think, at this stage of the game, Joe, to be fair, you've got some new faces in there, and things can get a little more wide open than usual. Perhaps a little more unsettled than we saw in the first half.
Definitely. Bobadilla targeted with the foul on the block.
And Bobadilla will come out of the ball game, or she just talked? No, she's not out of the game.
Stacy coaching her up, which Stacey Townsend likes to do, just to kind of slow the players down and regain their confidence.
Rebound off the miss from Alston. She's going to get, oh no, it'll be a jump ball, Joe.
I don't know if you want to start a fan club, but I think someone already has. My father's a big fan of you, John.
Well, that's a list of one,
He
so
said,
I'll take it.
Quote unquote, I need him over for a holiday dinner.
Come on. Really? I love it. What this is your dad?
This is my dad.
What's his name?
Andrew. Well, he goes by Mookie. That's his.
Mookie. We got it. Speaking of fan clubs, I mean, you've got how many people watching you tonight? I'm impressed.
I've got a very supportive.
So
family,
Mookie Scamardella?
Mookie Scams. Yeah.
Mookie Scams.
Yep.
Mookie, thank you so much for watching. As I said to Joe's grandfather earlier, Alex, you got a good boy here, Mookie. You've done a great job.
Thank you.
I mean it when I say that. I could not mean it any more. Big fan of Joe Scamardella. Always have been. And he continues to get better and better and better as well. And that was a great look. And Core is piling up the points here, Joe. So, Mookie, I'm going to take you up on that offer. You may regret it. I'm coming over. Mookie, I got a buddy down in Spring Lake. I'm down there fairly regularly. John O'Connor is married with 4 kids, lives just a block or two from the water. I think that's not far from Brick. Oh, a big three-pointer from Mancuso.
She found her shot now.
But, Mookie, thank you very much for the invite. I really do appreciate it. And I'm gonna drop by. Answering right back with the 3 of her own, Mahak Kaur. My gosh, Kaur making the most of her minutes or what?
How you doing, says Mahak Kaur.
My gosh, Joe.
It is raining buckets in Newark, New Jersey.
3:30 to go. And this three-point parade picking up steam, Joe. McKenzie now with 8 points. Core with 7.
Look at that. The freshman getting in on it.
And you got to figure McCore is 1 for 1 from 3. That leads all Scarlet Raiders. Is Tamario the only other Scarlet Raider with a 3 here tonight? Medina, no, that's Core. My bad, driving. No, it's not. It's number 10.
Bobadilla.
It's Bobadilla. It's hard to keep track of who's who, Joe.
This tempo is getting real hectic out here. It's tough to keep track. Everybody's everywhere.
Another 3. That one off the glass. No good. Tamario with a bounce pass. Unable to convert was Bobadilla. Back on the other end. That won't fall. Offensive putback, no good. 2 offensive rebounds, make it 3. Aiken can't convert. And finally, Rutgers comes down with it. Tamario's going to slow things down. Joe, I'm flustered after that invite from Mookie. I mean, I lost my concentration there for a minute. I was very, very pleased. Up and in!
Bobadilla.
Bobadilla.
How you doing?
Bobadilla. Bobadilla. Unbelievable. Bobadilla says, invite me to the basketball party any day of the week.
She's ready for that turkey dinner, definitely.
Bobadilla.
That is excellent. And Tamario picking things up now as she catches York off guard. Bobadilla down baseline, up.
Bobadilla not afraid to shoot the basketball.
A little miscommunication.
Aiken throws that one out of bounds.
But you see what I like there? Tamario caught York off guard. She saw they weren't set. She sprinted, jolted up the court, gave a nice chest pass to Bobadilla, who was right under the bucket and had a chance to score. That is what Rutgers is all about, and that's what I want them to do all season. That is a tribute to their thing.
I don't know, maybe audio. I think we've lost video, folks. Hopefully audio is still up. There we go. And that shot is no good. So I think we're back, Joe, after some streaming issues. Joe, we got to pick an MVP. Real quick, give me your vote.
Abdus Salam, I think, has it in the bag. Her defense is what kickstarted this Rutgers team to take control for the entire
Felder's been good, though, the last couple of games.
She has been, absolutely.
I don't think we've interviewed Felder. Jalen Alston. I don't know.
John, you really can't go wrong with an MVP tonight. I mean, everyone played their rear ends off. It has been a stellar showing from the Scarlet Raiders tonight.
I think we go with Q.
You're the voice of Rutgers, man.
Oh,
you tell me.
I think based on the last two games, Felder had what, 23 in the winning
27
game?
Last night.
Was it 27?
Or was it 23?
No, we got to check this out.
I'm pretty confident. Actually, I have it right here. It was.
And that was November 18th. So Felder, Joe, had.
It was 23. My apologies.
23.
Sorry about that,
Let's
John.
go. It's a good back-to-back performance, right?
Unbelievably so. Is she at a double-double tonight?
We're going to check on that real quick.
I wouldn't be surprised if not.
Tonight, 12 points to go along with just one rebound. Mackenzie was a big bright spot tonight as well.
She played extremely well.
So, Joe, you want to split this interview? We'll pull up a third chair. What do you want to do?
Yeah,
30
let's do
seconds.
Sure, let's
We
do
might
that.
need your headset. That's the only
no problem.
Why don't you sit in with it, and we'll be able to hear you.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. We're going to pull up a chair and talk to Quinasia Felder in just a moment, folks. Rutgers with the huge win here tonight. And they're going to get their second win in a row, Joe. 22.7 seconds to go. And they will improve. There we are. Overall, Joe, 2 wins in a row for Rutgers Newark. That will bring their overall team record before the start of NJAC play to 2-3 on the season. And not to be a downer, but clearly the competition is going to elevate significantly starting next week.
Without a doubt. And that's with every NJAC game. The later it gets, the more strenuous and difficult the pace of play becomes. Every game just means that much more as it gets later on in the season. And every game that's an NJAC game is a must-win because you need to have dominance in that division to win. And if you don't have confidence and you don't play with momentum and you don't play with the right pieces, you're not going to succeed in Rutgers is doing everything right so far.
Back down to the floor now for the final 20 seconds, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We will have our post-game MVP interview live on camera here from Press Row. John Heffernan alongside Joe Scamardella. And I want to wish all of our viewers a very, very happy Thanksgiving, although we will have future broadcasts before that. Specifically this weekend, as I mentioned earlier, the ECAC Men's Soccer Championship weekend is here. That'll be Saturday and Sunday as Tamario hits her first. Tamario Joe's also had a strong game. 6 points for Tamario to go along with 4 rebounds.
Such a versatile point guard. She can speed it up, she can slow it down, she can drive, she can score in the paint. She can score at all points of the floor, John. One of the many reasons of why Stacey Townsend relies on her to control this Rutgers offense.
And she's 1 of 2 there. 6 points tonight. And Tamario is averaging 5.5 on the season. So upping the ante here tonight. And nice, cool move by Tamario there as Murillo gave chase. And, folks, that's going to do it. Once again, the final score from the Golden Dome Athletic Center. Rutgers handily defeating York 82-38. We'll be back with our post-game interview right after this. And we are back here live, everybody. Golden Dome Athletic Center. Look who's joining me to my right, our player of the game.
Hi, guys.
Number 11, Quinasia Felder. Quinasia, I mean, back-to-back business for Q. Leading scorer in the win against Keystone, and again here tonight, contributing greatly, 12 points. The scoring was often. The scoring was deep throughout your roster tonight. Tell me what you've seen from your perspective on the floor over these last 2 days and how it's equated to wins. You guys really seem to be clicking.
I can also say, like, it starts in practice. We've been working on little things like that one more pass, playing defense, transition, and stuff like that. So it's just all coming together. We did have a rough start, but it just, it feels like everything coming together now.
One thing I talked to Stacey Townsend prior to the start of the game is you're now a senior, and I've even seen you kind of raising the bar this year. You seem more confident. I don't know what you did over the summer. Your game seems to be more measured, calm, not just putting the basket in the bucket, but also making really good decisions away from the ball, taking pride in your defense as well, and really adjusting to this up-tempo style. How much has your game changed, in your opinion, since your junior year, early in this season?
It changed a lot. First, like, Coach Stacey and all my coaches, they always told me what I can get better on. So this whole summer I focused on the little things, like playing better defense, working on my passes and stuff like that. And I honestly feel like my coaches trust me more. So with them trusting me more, my confidence went up. So I'm able to play the game that I know I can play.
Very, very well said. Also got some contributions, and I want you to talk a little bit about, if you would, from some of your, quote, role players who really stepped up tonight. I mean, Amani McKenzie making the most of her minutes, a freshman, and you as a senior. What do you think about not only Amani's performance tonight, but of some of the other new faces on this team?
Imani, like she got so much potential, and I know in future years, in her sophomore, junior, senior year, she's gonna be a good player. Just instilling that confidence in our new people, I think that's what, that's just something that we do, like letting them know that, you can score, like you can do other things, and just putting the confidence into them, and it just come on the court.
Also, another name I want to mention is Kai Branch, maybe not contributing as much tonight in the scoring column, but working her way into the starting lineup. Talk to me a little bit about the competition between you two, between all of you as a group, pushing one another to be the best you can be. Do you see that in practice, and is that a good example of Kai kind of breaking that starting lineup and knowing that it could be anyone on any given game?
First, we don't even call her Kyla. We call her Beast. And literally, that's literally her game. Like, I be telling Beast all the time, like, there's nobody in this conference that's messing with you. Size, footwork, and all of that stuff. Once she does what she does in practice and she put it on the floor, I promise you she's going to be unstoppable.
Q, I'm telling you, you got some coaching in your future. I love the way you've broken it all down. Now, not too much rest. You go into the break coming up for Thanksgiving. Oh, no. Conference play starts next week.
Next Tuesday, we play Rutgers Camden.
Oh, my gosh. So you got Camden. Tell me a little bit about momentum and how important. First of all, it's just good to see a smile on your face. Good to see a couple wins. How much is that playing a factor into momentum and continuing to build on this on this success you've had of late?
So you see, we started off this week with a 0-3 record, but now that we got these 2 wins, I feel like that's going to give us the energy and the momentum going into next week game. And I feel like if we know that we on our winning streak and we keep it going, we're going to be there.
Just a little preview of that game. No love lost between those two schools. Rivalry of sorts, some would say. Tell me about the difference in the physicality of playing against a rival like Camden and the NJAC play itself. Is it what people say it is, physical, fast, tough? Tell our viewers a little bit about what it means to step into conference play versus non-conference.
Conference is like it's all on the floor. Like the conference, like as you guys know, like if you win more games in the conference, the better you get into the state championship. So when that conference game come, it's like shoes on, ball on the court, you got to ball out, and you got to do the right thing. Like those little mistakes that we did today or any other non-conference game is going to count whenever you play that conference game.
All right, I'm going to let you go. We're starting to break things down here, but just quickly, tell me a little bit about how things are going for you with school, what you're studying, and what the last 3.5 years have meant to you.
So I always tell people this all the time. Like, I've been through a lot when it comes to, like, this basketball and this school stuff. Like, I done dropped out before. I done came back. And I'm just proud of myself that I was able to just keep going. My major is psychology. School is very well. And, I just can't thank God enough, honestly.
Oh, man, that's a beautiful answer. And I didn't know about some of your, the fact that you've stuck with it, Q.
Yeah.
Man, that is huge. It's so cool to hear that. God bless you. Keep up the good work. You're here. You're contributing. You're doing it.
Yeah.
And that says so much. And I think it's an inspiration. I know it may sound cheesy, but it truly is. I'm super happy for you.
Thank you.
Keep it up. What a tremendous human being, man. Quinasia Felder, our player of the game. And any Thanksgiving thoughts for any of our viewers or family or...
Eat all y'all turkey because I have practice the next day, so I don't think I can.
You are a character. Thank you so much. 12 big points tonight. Great job. Quinasia Felder, our player of the game. 2 wins in a row for the Scarlet Raiders. Conference play starts next Tuesday against Camden, and we are looking forward to all of that and the rest of this season coming up. But all smiles tonight here at Rutgers Newark. The final, 82-38. Rutgers Newark with a big win over York College. We do a little "Let's Go Scarlet Raiders" on 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's go Scarlet Raiders. Can you do that?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, so we're going to say goodnight, and we'll send you off with this Quinasia Felder, John Heffernan. 1, 2, 3.
Let's go Scarlet Raiders! Thank you. I'm so excited. I've been trying